A Working Man, starring Jason Statham in the role of Sylvester Stallone.
The role of his
uh,
dreams.
in the role that he plays in every movie from now on. Uh, uh, the the action hero Jason Statham, a working man. I mean, not to be confused with the
It's
beekeeper.
it's like 90s cheese.
Or the
Yeah,
transporter.
it's like or the
It's
transporter or Homefront or any other Jason Statham movie that was made post the Expendables.
Post what's that movie he made with Jayla?
I forgot the one with the cowboy hat. I just remember because he had a cowboy hat.
did he make a
Uh,
movie there?
yeah.
What
And
fucking
he's still
movie is
fighting in
that?
that movie, and there was fighting in there.
No, so
Uh,
this is those his more like the mechanic kind of stuff.
yeah, the mechanic, and I'm telling you, this is post becoming best friends with Sylvester Stallone after Expendables, because this movie is
Produced by
by
Balboa Production.
Balboa Productions.
Oh no,
Was co-written
screenplay was
by David Ayer and Sylvester
Sly.
Stallone. So this
How
feels
about we
very
go ahead
much
and write
like
a movie with a guy who you just he's everyday working man.
look, look.
he
This
does
movie,
construction, but he
wait.
fights and kills people.
What's David Ayer known for?
Stuff.
Suicide Squad, End of Watch,
Oh, that's
Beekeeper?
right.
Beekeeper.
Mhm.
What's it, that other movie with the tank and Brad Pitt? Fury.
Harry?
Tank Girl?
Fury. Yeah, Tank
Oh,
Girl.
Fury.
Yeah. He's done a lot of movies, right? He's done a lot of movies, but I think Jason Statham has now just found his niche, his thing. Not quite direct to streaming movies. Well, these are direct to streaming movies that are played in theaters,
Yeah.
but they're enjoyable. These movies that Jason Statham makes, the action movie genre, like the late 80s, early 90s action hero
He's not gonna
trope movies,
he's not gonna give
ain't
you
gonna stop.
Shakespeare.
And look, if you think about it, there's no one in movies right now that are that's doing these kinds of movies. We had Liam Neeson, we had Stallone, we had Van Damme, we had Schwarzenegger. I mean, there's always going to be the
Rob
action
Schneider.
movie guy.
Yeah, but
Rob Schneider,
but but Jason
Dennis
Statham is
Rodman.
believable. That's the thing. He's
I mean,
believable. I mean, I could if he's like, I'm gonna go do construction. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm a
That's
do
all.
construction. Yeah.
That's all me no more. I'll do that.
The movie, I will say, the movie is extremely predictable,
Yeah.
but it's a lot of. I thought it was fun. I thought it was just dumb
So
fun.
cheesy.
It's cheesy. Like the
Yeah.
sets look super fake with those
Especially.
Yeah.
super moons, those giant super moons in the background,
Just,
and
you know, they have to be just right so you can pose in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
you get you get cliche villains in the Russian mafia, the Russian mob. Uh, you get the obligatory ending. One of those. You,
The main fight at the end.
you get a third act action sequence where all of a sudden they'll throw everything in the kitchen sink. Let's just tie all the
And
loose
another
ends
tough
at
guy
the end
like
of the
you.
movie.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
get the other like big name guy, David Harbour.
To
You
do
get
nothing.
David Harbour to play a small
make him
piece,
make him a
a
blind
bit player in the movie.
black guy who just says he's a sommelier of weapons for him.
I'll
Very
be you. That's stuff they did in the trailer, but
John Wick.
whatever you see in the trailer, that's what you get. That's
Yeah.
what you get from David Harbour. But
I
this
didn't
movie,
watch
this is
the
one of those
trailers,
movies.
so that saved me.
That's the thing. This is one of those movies that, like, it's just if you go in there, you turn your brain off, and it's you're gonna get Jason Statham beating up dudes. You're gonna get a movie where
And-
this is almost it's almost very similar to it's very similar to the last Rambo movie in story, right?
Same story.
Someone's gonna get kidnapped, someone's gonna get beat up, someone's gonna and then Jason Statham's gonna come in and have to save the day.
Somebody close to him.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you're gonna get. But you
Yeah,
know
'cause
what you're gonna get,
they're like his
and
family.
it's enjoyable. That's the thing. Like you know what you're gonna get, and it's
If
you're
you
not sitting there
love
bored.
the 80s, 90s action stuff, which the theater I watched it in was all old guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
including
is
me.
ours.
Including me. So yeah, if you love those movies,
So
it does take you back to that time.
it's just mindless random like movie. It's just kind of like you could just enjoy bam bam bam. Ooh.
Yeah,
bam,
this is
bam,
one
ooh.
of those movies that when we were younger, they would have taken us to see in theaters. Like like we would have gone as a family all together. Let's
Mhm.
go watch this movie. This movie doesn't have anything. There's bad language, but there's nothing other than violence and action and,
That
stuff that's blowing up.
that and
Yeah,
Los
and it's
Verduleros.
Yeah, of course. You'd watch a double
feature, yeah.
feature.
Go to a
Double
company's too.
feature. Right? Which is now the Vermont, but yeah, I think Jason Statham knows exactly knows what he's doing now. Like, hey, I'm just gonna make these movies. If not, I'm gonna be in a Guy Ritchie movie, or I'm gonna be in a Stallone produced movie, and
Mhm.
it's action movies. Like I'm gonna kick some guys, but I'm not gonna get that hurt during this movie.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna come in and beat me up that bad. I'm gonna beat up a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, you know what? He didn't take much damage at all.
In this movie,
If
he
you watch
was
it,
like
you kind of
invincible.
he had a little scratch in his head. It's like,
Mhm.
It was dirty. He was just dirty
Yeah.
by the end because of all the stuff that blew up.
Blowed up.
But bloated up. But this movie does at certain points feel like it's a little stretched out.
Yeah, it was a little too long. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it was stretched out. But
well, I mean,
when
well,
the
that work,
action
well, the working man's actually a working actor, so go figure.
no, but when the action sequences hit, I wasn't bored. That's the thing. When it gets to and this movie is
Like,
action sequence, action
You know,
sequence,
and
action
it
sequence.
just goes from the beginning.
To the end.
But
Yeah,
But
it's like
this
it doesn't waste a lot of
it
time
starts,
explaining
it has a
stuff.
middle, and it has an
And
end.
then it ends.
But there's no like like lulls in the story.
It's a lot of the. I think the things that for me that dragged were the non-action sequences, or a lot of stuff that was repetitive. But it's like it's a genre movie, for people who grew up in an age where you get the hero in movies. You get that one dude that's always playing the hero, right? We grew up in the age of Stallone, Van Damme, Seagal, Schwarzenegger, Chuck Norris,
Mhm.
right? Joe Piscopo, everybody.
Damn right, Joe Piscopo.
We grew up in that age. So these are
Sidekicks
those
for life.
movies. That's right. These are those movies that remind us of that. And this is not a movie.
I was gonna say Jay Leno and Pat Morita.
Done. Right, but this is the movie
Billy
that's not
Crystal,
hurting
Gregory
anyone.
Hines, you know what
Look,
I'm saying?
this is a movie. Yeah, it's a movie that's not hurting anyone, and it doesn't have an agenda. It's nothing. It's literally just It's just action for being action's sake. A perfect, like, let's start opening the summer with a small movie that could have been on streaming. It could have been a streamer,
Yeah.
but
Nah,
It
I
could have
think
been
this one's
directed Netflix
this
movie.
was
I
a
think
theater release. Yeah.
but I enjoyed myself. Jason Statham, like, again, I'll say he knows what he's doing. He knows uh
I
he
wonder what the
knows the
budgets are
genres
for
that he's
these
gonna
movies.
make. I don't think the budgets are that large.
Yeah,
No,
and that's
looking
why
at the sets,
he was
looking at the
Not as
sets.
large as that moon.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the budgets aren't that big, he could keep making these movies and always
Oh,
make a
they
profit.
will. Oh, they will.
Oh, of course.
And always make a
We're getting the
because
Beekeeper too.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're eventually gonna get a Working Man too. That girl don't learn. She gonna get kidnapped again.
Working men.
Mm-hmm.
oh no, this time his daughter could be the one that is kidnapped.
Or
Which I'm shocked they didn't go after. They went after
David
the
Harbour
grandfather.
comes back in, and they redo Blind Fury.
It's not over
Ooh.
because spoiler, but the
There's
Russian at the end, yeah,
it's left open. It's
left
left open.
open, so it's not over.
So no,
So, but here's the issues I have with the movie, which is it's dumb because I'm still enjoying the crap out of it. He keeps leaving weapons behind. He wears no gloves. So his fingerprints everywhere.
It's the bathtub everywhere.
And
Mhm.
where are the cops?
They're
They
on
were
the
on the
payroll.
payroll. They're on the payroll. Did you not watch the
No,
movie? They were on the
no.
payroll.
There was
You
just that
sure you weren't
one,
the one that was snoring?
cruiser right there. There's that
Mhm.
one cruiser, that pair of
Well,
cops.
and it's just convenient that that's how they tie their story up. Like, hey, the corrupt cops, they show up, and it's like it was shoehorned in. Hey, let's make sure people know, because let's make sure that we get rid of them in the movie too. That's kind of
Mhm.
how I felt. Like
The
everyone
cops are the
was just
tank.
showing up. Like everyone was just showing up at the end of the movie in the last act. Almost like everyone. I turned
Now-
to Ozzy like during the last act, and I was like, "What happened to the other two Russians?" And then they show up. Then they show. I was like, "What?
Yeah,
How
the
did they even know
Uncle
this?"
Fester and
Uncle,
and
yeah,
Cletus.
and the thin guy.
Yeah.
Uh,
That weapon
again,
in real life is too
Thank
heavy
you.
for that thin guy.
I'm gonna say this movie was just
It's a movie, bro. I'm like, bullshit. I know guys
You-
who are like twice that guy's size who have trouble carrying that thing around. He's waving around like nothing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
It's
forgot. Thank
plastic.
you for your service again.
it's a
Mm.
movie. No, but I'm gonna say like this was just one of those. It's you turn your brain off and you go watch it. You know what you're gonna get in this you know what you're gonna get in this Jason Statham movie.
It's silliness. It makes no sense, but whatever. It's still fun.
But it's fun. It was fun. It was fun. I had a good time watching it.
I think they did a good. I think they did the right thing. Instead of explaining his story through like his acting order,
Exposition,
just do it during the opening credits.
opening credits.
Yeah, I was a soldier.
I was caught up to
saved this
speed. Yeah.
blind guy. Done. You
Mhm.
didn't have to go into like I want to say a blind a soldier got blinded by a grenade of some sort. It's like no, it was in the comic in the beginning. We're good.
Mhm.
Boom.
That's it.
Yeah,
It was
saved
fun.
me a lot of time.
Did I
I'll
enjoy
pause it.
myself?
That's how you get your info through
Yeah.
comics.
Through the comics.
It's the best. It's the best medium nowadays.
Hmm
It's got
what-
pretty pictures. Ooh, it's a baby.
Overall, I would say this is definitely a movie. If you like action movies, this is
Yeah. It's just
rare.
gonna
It's
straight
rare to see in
throwback.
theaters now.
Throwback.
That's what it is.
And if you like pina coladas, like getting lost in the rain, kind of nice. Watch the movie.
Maze.
I say definitely go check it out. A working man. It's not a movie that's gonna break the box office, make any crazy records, but
And who knows?
it's just the thing is there's not that many movies like this. They don't make movies like this anymore.
No.
And Jason Statham's the
Well,
only guy that they hire to do them.
Well, they don't. There's not movies like this out there that have someone who is believable.
And can do could do the job
They
well.
make them,
Jason
but they're
Statham-
straight to streaming.
and
Yeah.
they're not good quality most of the time. They don't
Yeah.
put any effort in the story. At least Stallone and David Ayer are putting some effort into making these simple movies into action, into just like 90s action movies.
Jason Statham's built like he looks like he's the size of a regular dude, which is why it worked.
Oh, I
The
thought you were gonna
character's
go somewhere
believable.
else.
He's built like a tank. Look at this. But okay, like Jane Statham for Stallone. Stallone has like no neck, and he's like all like like. It's like okay, you look at your
And he does
back up
martial
on
arts.
something.
Stallone never did martial arts. He punched you. He did a lot of that.
I will
Mhm.
put you in the face. I'm gonna go. Yeah. It's awesome. You get that.
And I'll forever say after Rocky, my favorite is Demolition Man, and that he does a lot of that,
Yeah.
right? And so like
Yeah, that's how you got.
this movie brought that action.
same-
That's what it is.
this-
This movie
those are
brought
his
the
sex sounds,
action,
too.
and
All right. Don't compare it to Demolition Man. Relax.
no, I'm just saying just saying that this movie brought the action, like where Jason. I wasn't mentioning Demolition Man because of Stallone's fighting and he's acting he's a puncher. Jason Statham is more MMA martial artist, and he's more agile than like when you compare them. But this movie's just David Ayer, is another one that just like he knows when when he's gonna write these movies.
He's-
Beekeeper, when he's gonna work on these movies, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
probably all he's like the tax collector, right? He did the tax collector. Like a lot. There's a lot of nods in this movie.
He's a tax
Yeah.
collector?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, there's a lot of nods
Mexican
in this
American
movie.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Chicano, Chicano Shia LaBeouf,
Hey,
Echo Park's own Shia LaBeouf.
you leave Miklo alone, right?
Like David Ayer, he threw a lot of Easter eggs into it, like the gold gun from
Hey, Fosilala.
End of Watch is in the movie. The bad guy from Tax Collectors in this movie.
Mm.
Like there's a lot in here. I recommend watching this movie. This movie, I even though it felt long in parts, it was still enjoyable. Jason Statham,
Story
I'll
of my life.
reiterate, you know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get in this movie,
Yeah.
and it's not a bad thing. It's
No.
not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Don't what did you guys think? If you guys saw The Working Man, did you guys enjoy it? Are
See,
we
you
way
know what?
off? Like, leave it in the comments below. Let us know what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Push
The
the button.
button's up here somewhere.
Yeah, you know.
And on
Subscribe
and
to my
on that
OnlyFans.
and on that note, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
And
We'll see you guys next time.
Huh.